All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Be sure that you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. I have lost my voice, so I am going to try my best to sit close to the mic so that way you're able to hear me. Outside of that, I hope you all are doing well and are swell. So let's just see what comes out. Let's just see what comes out. Hope everyone is being safe. We have a snowstorm coming. We have a snowstorm coming on the East Coast. So take care of yourself. Yeah. You had the acceptance card in the upright. You had health and loneliness in the reverse. All right. Oh, make sure you take care of your mental health. Please make sure you take care of your mental health. Also feel like this can also be a feeling of someone actually accepting something also about their health. I don't know if there's a decline in it or what, but so far that's what I have: acceptance, health, loneliness. All right. I had one that fell on the floor. I didn't even bother looking at it. Give me one more. One more. What's going on right now? Nothing? Okay. One more card. What's going on? Okay, well, I'm going to leave it right there. Overall, on the bottom, you have peace. You have peace. So now that makes even more sense as to what I have out here. Someone's accepting that either an atmosphere, people, or persons, they aren't well for them. Like, you know how if so happens like you're a person who's working through things, excuse me, maybe you went to therapy for some other things, and yet this person, they're not doing anything at all. And as you come to grow and be more confident and solidified in who you are and accepting also the things that you can't change, you see this person as someone that can't be rectified. All right, they can't be rectified. That has to be up to them. That has to be up to them. But in the nature of you still being around this person, you probably feel more alone with this person around than you do by yourself. And this person also is not good for your health. All right. You had your peace as an overall energy. Some of you want to get rid of the negative energy. This person right here is that. You've accepted that, and you realize that you want peace. You want peace. See what your unicorn oracle says. What does your unicorn oracle say? Really, really stubborn. Someone doesn't, maybe there's no communication between you and a person, because it's sure enough given that. It is sure enough given that it is not wanting to tell me anything. So, okay. Beloved in the reverse, abundance in the upright, intuition in the upright, and your overall energy on the bottom is friendship in reverse. All right, so someone doesn't feel the same about something. I also feel as if like a person feels like they can spread their wings if they can spread their wings and they feel happier. Also, I see rainbows here. So, if you're interested in the same sex, that's cool too. Some of y'all are coming to a place of recognizing your intuition and how your intuition also helps breed manifestation for you to receive abundance. And then you have friendship in the reverse. It's crazy because that's your overall energy for your unicorn oracle. And then for your soul journey cards, peace was in the upright for you. So it's kind of just like, again, there's some type of cutoff, some type of feeling. Something has changed. Something has changed. I want to read it. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Again, this goes right to this person. You have this toxic energy, and you accepted that you can't love this person. You had abundance. Enjoy the beauty of life. Your supply is limited. Blessings are coming to you. Okay. Excuse me. You know what's so interesting? It's like you're realizing that something is not clean in the milk. And so you know, like, it's a blockage. This person is a blockage. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divine tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. Okay, put more emphasis and confidence in your own intuition and instincts than in person or man or people. Okay, yeah. You abandoned me and love don't live here anymore. That's what I hear. And then I also hear, you know that song Mary J. Blige sung in the Tyler Perry movie, I Could Do That All By Myself? That's what I feel when I look at this intuition card and this abundance card. It's like you can do bad all by yourself. You don't have to love this person to receive your blessings because they're already designed just for you. But things can get in the way of you receiving them. And this person does not make you feel, I hear, normal. This person has a significant influence over how you feel and how you relate to people around you. It's taking a lot out of you. Look, energy flows where my intuition goes. All right. Some of you aren't feeding this relationship, this connection anymore because you know that the intentions to go further aren't there. This beloved card just said in the reverse, don't prepare for this partner. This person is not a life partner. All right. There's no connection there. There's no romance that's returning to that relationship. Okay. You believe that this person isn't lovable. This is why you've accepted this, because you recognize the things that you can't change. You can't change a person, and you can't change the relationship status thinking this person is going to be better for your health when you already see how they already intended to set themselves out to be. Your energy doesn't flow there anymore because the intention is not for a betterment for you. It's more as if, like, take me as I am. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And that's because that's what you're filled with. That's what you're filled with. This is why you can receive an abundance. This is why your intuition and your mindset is connected. All right. It's because you know these things. You have love in you. And if someone doesn't reciprocate that, they're just simply draining you. A toxic battery. Just the more you run with it. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. I love that for you. On the bottom, you say joy is the ultimate creator. And I feel like you have a connection with whatever brings you bliss and joy. Whatever joy things bring to you, you feel a sense of bliss. Maybe there is a disconnect right here because maybe there's space or distance. And maybe that is what's making it more of a realization that it's more complicated to stay in this than you experience building yourself up And that includes you working on yourself, as well as you understanding the things that you can't control. You pray about those things and you take your energy where you're able to see that is going to flow back to you. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I surrender to a power greater than me. And see, this card was in the reverse. And I really feel like this is the cross watcher. This person hasn't experienced true healing yet. So they don't understand what their potential is. And it's okay. And what their possibilities are. They haven't surrendered themselves how you have. In order to pray for an outcome, you have to realize that something is bigger than yourself. You've become this butterfly, but this person hasn't even stepped into a true healing yet to allow themselves to feel. This person has a disconnect, and this disconnect is not healthy for you. Even then, this disconnect can be why you have this health card in reverse. This person doesn't have true healing. This person feels by themselves. This person feels dark. They feel alone, even with people there. So this is why I say, if you can't change them, you got to wish them the best, and you got to keep going for you, because the most beautiful thing about peace is acceptance. It's accountability. And it doesn't seem like there's any here with this other person. So just let them be. Accept what you can control and move on. But you realize that this person has a toxicity about them that you can't repair or heal. And that takes a lot of weight off your shoulders and off your plate to know these things, because you save so much time trying to feel like if you model how someone is supposed to behave and seem like they're healthy, you're just cosplaying the whole entire thing as if like, I'm gonna fake it till I make it. No, you need to make it, so don't fake it. You need to do the work. All right, you need to do the work. So what's going on? Let's pop out, see what's going on. I love this. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. 4 of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords. Oh, on the floor. And what do you know? It was a 4 of Wands. Okay. I like so far what I see. I do feel as if like this 10 of Cups could very well, again, it is double confirming that abundance oracle card that came out. All right. You may very well feel this for yourself as far as like a wish fulfillment. I do see like an inner child that is happy or pleased. And so part of your 10 of Cups energy is the inner child being satisfied. This cross watcher, a 4 of Cups in reverse, let me tell you something. Again, and well, let me back up. This page of this 4 of Cups here, has an acute awareness that something is off and not right in regards to communication and how someone wants to live. All right. And it's kind of just like they have this acute or keen awareness of that, where it is now you not so much have gotten restless, but your focus that you're locked in on is your mental energy. It's new ways of communicating, because the other ones, they just seem so like restless. Some of you, it was like a light bulb went off. It was just like, oh, let me realign myself with some things because I'm not experiencing nothing blissful or happy in this relation. Some of you are just thirsty just to just be able to like spread your wings. I think I said that with your unicorn oracle. Some of y'all just want to spread y'all wings, but you got someone taking up some room. You got somebody taking up some room. I looked at this one first. You had the Ten of Pentacles, and then you had the Fool in reverse. Again, look, here comes that Devil card. Here comes that Devil card. All right. Again, I said it. There's a miscommunication here. There is some type of disconnect with a person, and there's some type of reconnect to independence. All right. Some of y'all may have very well been holding back in the past because you wanted to see if this person was going to come to a decision without you having to take them there. Some of y'all long term though, I see you coming across people. I see you, building family. I don't see this other person. You had a Ten of Cups out here and a Ten of Pentacles. And it's almost as if like I see you walking past this person at one time or another. And just for a glance, you look at them. And it's just like, you're not there. You're not there. Look, on the bottom, you have the Lovers. I feel like this is more of a self-love thing. And I also feel as if like you're also like walking past a person like on the street, and you come across someone like in the past that you dated, and it's just like y'all inner childs notice each other, but the adult you in the physical, it's like it's registering that you two aren't in the same place no more. Because y'all would be walking together, but y'all walking past each other. Y'all walking past each other. And I feel like the strength of two people coming together is that inner child. That reparenting. You want it. It's not with that person. You want to cleanse your mental energy. You want to refocus, lock in, focus on stability. Some of y'all feel very fearless about making this decision. And it's almost as if like the detachment is helping you release a dark energy, a dark spirit over you. Here it is, you want to eat the fruits of your labor, and here it is, the other person wants to burn the shit down. They want to burn the crops that you're trying to eat off of, that you work so hard for. Now, what type of energy is that? You have the star out here. So I like the renewal of the energy, the spirituality, the balance. It's more like you balance yourself, not have others balance you. Again, Page of Cups came out of here. I love this. You had the Two of Cups in reverse and the Hierophant. Some of y'all may very well be, excuse me, in the process of forgiving. And that is self-love when you can. Again, there is some type of imbalance when it comes to a relationship. Because again, I see out here that there is a disconnect. There's tension, there's resentment. There is probably a breakup that is on the rise. And part of the sudden awareness of it is because it actually happened. And the withdrawal of accepting that this is something that you can't feed more into. And the idea of you wanting to cleanse your energy and focus back on what was really important to you, they don't like that, because they feel like, you know what, um I don't think that's a good idea. Why? Because they're not incorporated. You're thinking about you and they want you to think about them. But when you do that, it's just like the resentment builds, because you're taking the eye and the focus off of yourself, when the focus should be on both of y'all, star energy. But you know what? You finding yourself more in tune with life and everything that's living for you to benefit you, for you to feel that balance again, it's so rejuvenating for you. So when you do maybe walk past this person, y'all may frequent the same places. When y'all see each other, it's just like that. Y'all see each other. Just because y'all see each other don't mean y'all in the same place. It's an invisible thing. It's a mental and a spiritual energy. Like, y'all energies are in two different places. Some of y'all, like I said, may be trying to be in the process of forgiving yourself, talking to someone. Yes, I love that so far. Some of y'all may very well be feeling like a creator's block or no motivation, and it's because that darkness is what's overcasting and overshadowing your light. So crazy. All of these cards here, Ten of Cups, your Page of Swords, your Ten of Pentacles, your Star, your Page of Cups, all have beautiful images. You got a lot of air. You got a lot of air signs in here. I see some fire. I see some earth. But it's like when it's just you, you are so balanced. Like, you're so in tune. But this other person really breaks down those skills that you have built up over time for yourself. Being able to communicate and be in a union and have healthy communication. You being able to spread your wisdom and have new possibilities and new beginnings. You being able to meditate and stay centered. Yeah, this person has you alienate those traits about yourself. And maybe just relationships in general have you do that. So you probably need to really focus on some shadow work where it's just you again. This person may also have like court issues. They may have court issues. You had a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Be careful to live within your means. Don't go overboard. All right. Your self-worth does not equate to material things. So instead of you hustling to keep up, hustle to save, grind to save. There's no point in you having an obsession with work, all because you got to keep catching up on your bills. Live within your means. Cut some costs if you can. Okay. And even then, if so happens you are separating from somebody, you need to make sure whatever it is that you decide to keep, it is within your means that you can afford it. Otherwise, let that other person go into debt to keep up. Your goal here, your objective here, is to cleanse your mental and your spiritual energy. It's not to clog it up with mental things, thinking that it is going to be parallel to what you need to work on. Prada does nada for your self-esteem, Spirit says. Two different visions, two different goals. Everybody got a ball, but nobody's going to the same home. Three of Swords in reverse. Someone is talking down on themselves, whereas someone else is trying to recover and move on. The difference in the growth shows maturity and immaturity. All right. At the same time, again, this could very well be you looking forward, forgiving yourself, moving on, and just refocusing. Six of Pentacles, overall energy on the bottom. I love that for you because, again, this is part of your good works. Giving, being grateful and sharing your wealth, being generous and appreciative. You know, you feel like there's a balance, there's a justice in you doing that. So whether that be because, like, maybe growing up you didn't have anything to eat or you didn't have enough money to eat, you make sure that you balance out what you've accomplished and what you have gained and learned about yourself. You know, you took all of that and it helped develop you to be well-rounded. Six of Pentacles, you have no problem giving. It's in you, you know. Spirit says you're like in that 10th percentile of people who are willing to change and stay that way. This is why you feel so adequate when you give back. You're doing your just due. And I love also the fact up underneath that, okay, you are such a light. You are such a light. Whether you realize it or not, however far you have come to be able to see how you've grown. You are a light. Everything in here that feels like you is light. There's a light about you. So you keep making sure that you walk and stride in your light. There's nothing wrong about you focusing on you. There's nothing wrong about you knowing who you are. And that's what this is about. This spread is about knowing who you are and dismissing the things that you're not. That goes for people, places, and things in your energy. And that also goes for you. Also, Spirit says, like, fed up. There's a fed up feel about it where it's just like you can't play with it no more because it's just draining and darkening who you are. You're a person of balance, you're a person of solutions, you're a person of healing and having empathy. And those are the things that slowly decline when you're with someone or dealing with someone who has their life in someone else's hands, like a court system or a probation officer. Okay. There's no bliss and peace in not having communication. There's no bliss and peace in negative self-talk. There's no peace and there's no reconciliation when you're trying your best to come up and work on yourself and detach from things that make you feel resentment and a lack of will. And they just want you to stay hinged to them. No. So then you got to think about how much do you have versus how much they want you to stay. If they're that gone-ho about you sticking around, you need to evaluate what they have that they have given to any type of friendship or relationship. And in this case, it looks like you've given more feeling than anything. And you want your feelings back. Spirit says you want your feelings back. And you want your feelings back so you can do something different. So whether that's you give back and makes you feel happy, you taking your self-worth and continuing to build it up, Just remember, work hard on the things that matter, and the things that don't, just let them go. Don't worry about living above your means. You don't have to keep up with no one but yourself. So live the life that is going to allow you to go out every day and experience life at its fullest. You can't do that with 1,000 credit card bills, and you sure enough can't do that with a bunch of negative Nancy's in your face. So if you are happier with a goldfish in a 1-bedroom apartment, or if you happy with a cat in a studio apartment, all right, do you. Do you how it makes you feel happy. And that is where you start. That's where you start. And you go from there, Spirit says. So this is what I have for you. I'm glad the light bulb has finally came on. I'm glad the switch has finally changed positions. And I like this for you. Like you're not going to let someone else control your intentions for what you want to do with your life. Just like it said, energy flows where my intentions go. If I want abundance, my energy is going to go towards abundance. If I want to feel whole, if I want to feel like I'm financially stable, I'm going to work towards those things. You see what Spirit's trying to tell you? And in the meantime, in between time, you're working on these things because at your center, your core, you are just a generous, well-rounded, appreciative human being. And you don't let anyone dim your light from now on. You realize that. Love this for you. So this is what I have for you. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. I'm sorry my voice is not as animate as it normally is. But needless to say, take away the message and leave what doesn't resonate. And I will talk to y'all later.